Hi, I'm Allie, and I will be teaching the multiplication algorithm today. So to define multiplication, this is having a bunch of groups, each having the same number of items in them, and then counting the total number of items. So today we will be multiplying 2,379 by 1,204. So we start off by drawing out this number with our block base 10 system. So we have that right here with our cubes and our supercubes, flats, and rods. And just to note, you are expected to know single-digit multiplication tables because that's required when you are doing this. So to start off with, we are going to take this 4 in the singles place, or the singles cubes, and we're going to multiply it by 9. And we'll get 36 singles, which you can also say is 3 rods and 6 singles because you can't have 36 singles in base 10 notation. So we will carry the 3 over so that it's within the rod section. Rods are right here. And then next time we're going to move to doing 4 times 7. So we'll end up with 28 rods, and then we're also going to add the 3 rods from above that we had to carry over. And with that, we get 28, 29, 30, 31 rods. And once again, we have to change how we are writing that. So it'll be 3 flats and 1 rod. And we are once again going to carry the 3 over here into the flat space. So next, we're going to multiply 4 times 3, and we'll get 12 flats plus the 3 flats from last time, which is 15 flats, or 1 supercube, and then 5 more flats. And we will carry, once again, this 1 supercube into the next section with the supercubes. So finally, we'll take our 4 and multiply it by 2, and we get 8 supercubes, plus the 1 other supercube from above, and we'll get 9 supercubes. So now we have all 4 of our numbers here, so 9, 5, 1, and 6. So after that, we have to move over to the tens place, or the rods place, because we are not multiplying by singles anymore, so we'll put a 0 in the singles place. Then this process here is a little easier just because we're going to be multiplying by this 0 in the tens place. So we'll multiply 0 times 9, 0 times 7, 0 times 3, and 0 times 2. And all of those are right here, and each time it will equal 0. And then we have to do the same thing and move over to the hundreds or the flat space because we are not multiplying by rods anymore, so we put a 0 in both the singles and the rods place. So we're going to do the same process, and we're multiplying 2 by 9, and we'll get 18 flats, which also equals 1 supercube and 8 flats. So we'll put our 8 flats here and then carry the 1 up above. And then next we will do 2 times 7, where we get 14 supercubes plus the 1 supercube from last time, and with that we get 15 supercubes, and then we can say that's 1 super rod plus 5 supercubes, and once again we will carry the 1 over up above here. And then next we'll do 2 times 3, and we'll get 6 super rods and the 1 other super rod, which is 7 super rods here. And we don't have to carry anything over anymore because it's just 7, and that fits within the base 10 notation. And then finally we will do 2 times 2, where we get 4 super flats. So then the 4 is right here. And we're done with that process right there. So then once again we have to move over to the 1000s or the supercube space because we're not multiplying by flats anymore. So we'll put 0 in the singles, rods, and flats place right down here. So once again, we're going to take 1 because we're finally over to this place. We'll multiply 1 times 9, and we get our 9 super cubes. We'll do our 1 times 7, where we get 7 super rods. We will do 1 times 3 to get 3 super flats. And then we'll multiply 1 times 2, and we'll get something that's bigger than a super flat, which I'm calling 2 super duper cubes. So once we have all of these numbers here, we have to add them up in the vertical direction because we'll start with however many singles we have, and we just have the 6 because there's a 0 in each of the other singles places. And then we'll do that with each different row, and for our final answer we get 2,864,316, and that is how you do multiplication.